Hi, scholars. It's Miss J. Williams, your leadership development teacher. I miss you guys so much and can't wait until we are able to see each other again. But until then, we will be doing our lessons on this virtual platform called Distant Learning. I will send out a new lesson each week, such as this one, by PowerPoint or in a video. So, with that being said, let's get to our first lesson. Our learning objective is I can be a leader in distant learning by demonstrating tenacity. Now, I know you may say, I've seen that word tenacity before, or you may have heard that word tenacity before. Yes, because it is one of our jewels and is actually our jewel of this month. So, we're going to talk about what tenacity means in a minute, but first, we're going to talk about what is a leader. A leader is someone whom other people will follow. A leader is someone who can inspire you or motivate you to meet a goal. A leader always does what's right and wants other people to do right. So let's say when you were in school and if someone was doing the wrong thing, a good leader would go tell that person the right thing to do and would show them the right thing to do. When it says a leader is someone who people will follow, that means you are doing the right thing and somebody is watching you and wants to do the right thing too. So just remember to always be the leader and do what's right at all times. Ashe? All right. So now we're going to get back to that word tenacity, which was our jewel of the month. And how is it related to leadership? So let's see. Tenacity is the quality or state of being tenacious. Can you say that word tenacious? Very good. So, and tenacious is being persistent, maintaining or adhering to, seeking something valued or desired. In other words, tenacity and tenacious mean to just keep trying. Don't ever give up because real leaders don't give up. They keep trying until they get it right or what they want to be desired. We're going to talk about a young leader who name you may have heard before, who was very tenacious, and we're going to talk about how she was tenacious. And that leader is Ruby Bridges. Ruby Bridges, her full name was Ruby Nell Bridges Hall, was born September 8th, 1954, and she's an American civil rights activist known for being the first African American to attend an all-white school in New Orleans in 1960. Back then, African American children such as Ruby Bridges could not attend any school that they wanted to. They had to go to the schools for African American children, and then there were white children who all went to the same school. And we're going to read a story real quick on the next slide, which is going to tell you about Ruby's life. And after we read the story, the read aloud, we're going to come back together and we're going to talk about what it means. Ashe? All right, so let's go to it. So you could push play on this video, and it is a read aloud of a story written by Ruby Bridges herself called Ruby Bridges Goes to School, My True Story. After you read the story or listen to the story, we will go to the next slide and we will talk about the story more. Ashe? Now that we read the story, how did Ruby Bridges show tenacity? What do you think? I think she showed tenacity because no matter what was going on, despite the people not wanting her there, despite parents taking their children out of the school because she was there, she continued to go. She kept trying and she never stopped. She was the only scholar in her classroom, but she showed up every day, willing to learn, and was happy. And when the scholars finally did come back, she was able to play with them and have fun. But she never gave up. She kept trying. And that's how that she was tenacious. That's how she showed tenacity. Now, my second question is, how will you be tenacious in your new distant learning? What are you willing to do to make this work for you? I know you're used to being in the classroom. I know you're used to being with teachers. I know you're used to seeing your friends. But that is something that we cannot do right now. So you have to keep trying, keep wanting to learn, keep coming on here several times a week to get your lessons every day, to talk to your teachers, and just to keep trying to keep getting good grades. Remember, leaders don't never give up, and leaders are tenacious. So I want you to be that leader. Ruby Bridges was 6 years old, and she was a leader, and she never gave up. And I'm expecting you to do the same. Ashe? Ashe. So until next week, when we'll do our next lesson, have a great week, guys.